And here we go. Green flag is out. Looks like we've got a clean start as they head off into turn 1.
Into turn 1, it looks like the 08 is out front, but the 01 pulls down in front of traffic, and everybody has to check up. The 4 gets way out of shape out of turns 3 and 4, and him grabs Garris on the bottom side trying to get past the 21 of Derek Lemke.
Looks like he's a little loose through 3 and 4, and Garris and Treattow make their way underneath. Looks like they're fighting for the lead now as they come off 2, Cale.
Jake Treattow, he gets down on the bottom side. 53 Garris runs him down low. Treattow almost down on the thing.
Contact.
And gets into him. Contact out of turn 4.
Treattow not able to complete the pass coming off turn 4 as they worked their way back into 1. Got the preferred line underneath Garris now, but still unable to make the pass as they're side by side down the backstretch.
It's a side-by-side drag race as Treattow goes through. The Garris tries to pull back down and not able to get there. And it looks like we've got one wadded up in the wall over here in turn number 2. That is the
08 of Joshua Shine out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Looks like a clean restart. Green flag out. Treattow side by side as they go through 1 and 2. Going to pull him a little bit off of the turn 2 down the backstretch. Jake Treattow back to the lead.
Treattow back to the lead as a gaggle of Ford Mustangs up front. The 60s around out of turn 4. Trouble. Jake Treattow, Justin Garris back green here at Hickory.
A little better restart this time for Garris and might be able to hold him off through 1 and 2 this time. Treattow sucks right down to the door. Gets a good run off of 2. Not quite clear, though, as they head back down the backstretch.
Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Garris on the bottom side. He is driving like a man possessed, really sawing away at that wheel, trying to not let Treattow get back on the bottom side. He knows the race may be lost, and here comes Treattow with the crossover. He's going to the bottom.
Underneath him, but did not be able to get a nose underneath. Not going to make that crossover work that time through 1 and 2. Going to have to fall in line. Jake Treattow in second place right now, stalking his prey, if you will. Yeah, Cale, it looks like Treattow's car might be handling a little bit better than Garris's, but he is driving the wheels off that thing. Treattow now got the preferred line as they work back through 3 and 4.
Garris is going to try the switchback. He tries to get back to the bumper, and he gives it to him. He shoves him outside, tries to throw him over the top rope, back down in the turns 1 and 2 again. As Garris looks on the bottom, Treattow gives him the space, but now is firmly in the lead.
Yeah, opening that up by about a car length, maybe 2, as they get into turn 3 and work through 3 and 4. Looks like they've changed their lines, kind of switched places.
And these cars, you can see that a lot in qualifying, the bottom of the racetrack. Sometimes it upset up. Treattow loose as Garris tries to come back on the high side, drag race him now back down in the turn 1.
Yeah, he got back up alongside. Looks like he might be able to complete the pass as they work off of 3 and 4. Got the momentum, gonna maybe clear him going back into 3 and 4. Not willing to pull back down across the nose of Treattow. They're still nose to tail as they come back to the flag stand. Car is working him to death as he went through 1 and 2 down the back stretch. Real nice through 3 and 4. Still sawing at the wheel. Making fast laps even though he's not under a tremendous amount of pressure from Ledbetter. Treattow's kind of stabilized in 3rd place. Hard left turn for the Kia pace car again. A lot better start this time. Mesa's going to lead them off into 1 and 2. Sharp right there, door handle to door handle on the outside. Going to pull back up alongside as they work into turn 3.
Working into turn 3 and 4 now, Aiden King looks down on the bottom side, tries to make it a 3-way battle for the lead, but Riley Doyle from Hendersonville, he's still hanging tough on the outside too, still 2x2 for the first 2 rows here.
Yeah, kind of got a little bit of a 4-car breakaway here. Helio working that preferred line, trying to get clear. Sharp not able to do it. Aiden King showing some good patience, waiting for those 2 to kind of work things out, I believe.
Helio Mesa still trying to make the bottom side work, but what's more impressive, it's hot and slick out there, still over 90 degrees here at Hickory. And Hudson Sharp still able to hang tough on the outside, but can he do it for 50 laps?
I don't know, Cale, but we're going to find out. Hudson Sharp probably led that lap. Looked like he was a little bit in front as they come by the start-finish line. But Mesa's not ready to give it up. He is working his way hard back on the inside. Sharp still with the advantage on that high line.
And here comes Aiden King. He's going to try to take Helio Mesa on the high line, and now he is really pressing the issue. And look at Hudson Sharp now in the lead as he goes back down in the turn number 3 with Aiden King. He gets into the quarter panel of Mesa.
Yep, going to move him up the racetrack a little bit so he doesn't have time to wait. He's got to go to the front now. Aiden King's trying to work underneath him now as they work through 1 and 2. He's going to do it. I believe he might have got into him just a little bit sharp. Might have made it into the wall, Cale.
Yeah, it looked like he was jiving around back there. It's a little bit bumpy on the top as Hudson Sharp back into P3. Now everybody looking below Aiden King. Will they be able to complete a pass here? King rolls through turn number 2 down the back straightaway now. Mesa still trying to make it happen on the bottom side. Will he give him the room? Both cars side by side now at the stripe.
Helio kind of got the preferred line, but Aiden King keeping that thing high, wide, and handsome and wound up and staying out in front as they come by again.
Back down the straightaway. Now he looks down on the bottom side, runs him up the track just a little bit, but Aiden King now will firmly be in P1. Hudson Sharp pulling the train there. They could not hardly fit a piece of paper between these two as both cars come out of turn number 4, still side by side.
Yeah, about the best run that Helio's had through 3 and 4. This time sideways. Aiden King checks up a little bit, gives everybody some room. Helio's going to get the lead.
Harley Bell around on the front stretch. And that's going to bring
Everybody's
out.
got to lower it down. Whoa.
Green flag is out. Aiden King leads him to green inside the Jeff Kincaid restart zone. Dives down into turns 1 and 2. And it is a hornet's nest back there. Oh, my gosh. Hudson Sharp into Helio Mesa. The 23 has to check up. Here comes Billy Jack Lester into the fold.
Yeah, the real winner on that deal was Riley Doyle. He made it up to 3rd place and all over the bumper of Helio Mesa. Closer this time through 3 and 4. Sticks the nose under Aiden King. Aiden King loose. Mesa all over him.
All over him side by side. They'll be here at the exit of turn 2. It looks like Mesa's making a run for it. He charges down the back straightaway, showing that Matt Piercy horsepower down into turns 3 and 4. They'll be side by side at the stripe.
Side by side as they work back to 1 and 2. Helio not able to complete the pass yet. Aiden King still keeping that thing wound up and making good time on the outside as they come back to 3 and 4.
Through 3 and 4 once again. Both of these cars landing on each other. 8 tires better. 4. They beat and bang again out of turn number 4. And it is starting to get dicey, Matt.
Yeah, no harm, no foul. Just good, hard, short track racing. Aiden King not wanting to give up that lead. Working hard on the outside. Helio got the car to beat maybe on the inside. We'll see here in the next 15 laps, Phil.
Yep, just a handful. Actually, just 10 to go, Matt. Or 11 laps to go. As we're getting ready to work lap 40 here. Down the back straightaway, Helio Mesa, he's got a tore-up race car, left rear quarter panel caved in, but still running strong on the bottom side. And he gets loose, almost gets King in the doors. He got able to gather it back up, and he does through turns 1 and 2. Doesn't lose hardly any time. Wow, what a save.
Great job of driving there, Cale. I think maybe he heated his stuff up down there on the bottom. Aiden King not able to hold the bottom. Here comes Helio again on the inside.
Making another charge once again. Chevrolet horsepower on the inside. Toyota TRD Racing Development on the outside. Down the back straightaway once again. Both cars still loose at the entry of turn 3. Who is going to make it through there? Who is going to be the leader at the stripe?
Sawing on the wheel as they come by the flag stand. Still side by side, door handle, door handle. Nobody wants to give up the lead.
Helio almost loses it out of turn 2, checks up a little bit, gives up a little bit of space to the 5 car of Aiden King. They'll roll through 3 and 4 once again, still touching out of turn number 4.
Hard short track racing here at Hickory Motor Speedway tonight. They go through 1 and 2, door handle to door handle. Helio barely got a nose out down the back stretch, still unable to complete the pass.
Down in turns 3 and 4 once again. Helio, he tries to get a little bit of that fresh asphalt on the bottom side there on the apron. May have made that actually work out for him. Get the car to turn a little bit extra. And here comes King trying the crossover. He is going to try the top. No, look at the bottom now. He gets into him, shoves him out of the way, throws the boot.
He definitely dropped a hammer there on him and moved him up the racetrack. You have to think that Helio Mesa is not going to be a real fond of that move that Aiden King put on him, and if he gets back to the bumper, may return to favor here with 5 laps left remaining.
Just 5 laps to go. Mesa has got back to the back bumper again. Both cars starting to show signs of fatigue on those Hoosier Racing tires out here in the heat. And here he goes again. Helio Mesa on the bottom side. They're side by side once again, and they'll go at it again with just 3 laps to go.
Helio did not touch him as he worked underneath him. Clean racing, door handle to door handle. King still got a strong car on the outside as they go back to 1 and 2.
Trying to make it work, and it may be a question of who's going to hulk up, who's going to make it to the end of this one, who is going to drop it down and try to make it back to the front of this one. As the 5 car, he rolls up the racetrack. He wiggles through turns 3 and 4, allows Mesa to lead that lap. Coming to 2 to go, Matt.
Helio looks like he's got him clear as they work through 1 and 2. Aiden King got enough to make the crossover work as they come back to 3 and 4.
He tries to get back to the back bumper of Helio Mesa. Mesa able to get out in front of him, coming to the white flag. The IHOP 1 to go here at Hickory, and Aiden King's going to have 3 more corners to get back to him.
Not going to do it in the first 2. Mesa, maybe a 2-car length lead as they work back to 3 and 4. I don't think King's going to make it back to the bumper. Helio Mesa's going to be your race winner here. I'm not so sure. That Toyota gets a good jump, about half a car length as they work into turn 1 and 2.
Great start by all these competitors. Blaine Harrison, he falters just a little bit on the start of this race. He gets past Helio Mesa, but not able to pull down in front of him as Akinorio Ogata right behind him, and then Billy Snodgrass trying to pull up. But here comes Caden Ballos to his outside. All these drivers fighting and jockeying for position right here early. Here comes, oh man, Akinorio gets into the back of Blaine, and then the 27 has to check down. Look at Akinorio Ogata trying to make it to the front.
Closes in on the back of Blaine Harrison, but not close enough to make a move as they work back down towards 3 and 4. Harrison in a good spot. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to make the move. They're going to finish. Bumgarner, Blaine Harrison, and Caden Bellows will be your top 3 with Billy Snodgrass. Well, we're not going to have to wait long to find out, Kel. The Paramount Automotive pace car is off the track waiting for flagman Scott Herman. Green flags out. Trey Knipe with the early advantage as they work into turns 1 and 2.
100 laps for the Carolina Pro Late. 7-11 is really wide. 3 wide now down the back straightaway. Everybody fighting for the back part of the real estate here.
Early on, looks like Trey Knipe's got about a 2 or 3 car length lead as they work back through 1 and 2.
Connor Lineberger up here in the booth with us.
Oh, we got caution.
Carolina Cat caution from Juan Pablo Velarda, and that's going to bring out the foul. And we've got another one that must have happened at the back of the pack. The number 45 of Diaz also looped around over there, so that's going to bring caution out here with 58 to go. Right inside the Jeff Kincaid restart zone, Trey Knipe comes out like a shotgun.
Yeah, great restart for Knipe. He's gonna lead them through 1 and 2. Clay drops in line. Satisfied to run second right now. He closes back in as they go through 3 and 4, but they're nose to tail. Knipe pacing the field. Checkered flag will come out for Trey Knipe. Trey Knipe's going to be your winner in the Carolina Pro Late Models.
Carter McMurray, son of Jamie McMurray, on the pole here to start things off. Green flag is out for the Carolina Crate Mods.
Nice green flag start as they thunder into turns 1 and 2. McMurray looks like he's got the early advantage as he's got about a 2-car length lead coming off of turn number 2.
And looks like it's starting to get pretty dicey. Dale Ogburn looks down to the inside of Eric Zay. Zay gives him a little bit of room. Looks like they may use those bumpers, and they don't have Nerf bars on these cars for nothing. The front of the field's get ready to come around through turns 3 and 4 here you see on your Speedway cam.
Yeah,
as they thunder, and here comes the 1 car. Ogburn sideways. He has looped it around. Right here you can see him going down on the bottom of the racetrack, trying to put the pressure on Zay, and he runs it in there, and they touch bar to bar, and that's all she wrote.
Kill.
Carter McMurray inside the Jeff Kincaid restart zone. Green flag is back out as McMurray leads him down. Zay, he falls back a little bit, and it is a hornet's nest from 3rd all the way back to about 6th here. Back to about 7th here as the laps continue to wind down. He still looks on the inside of Zay. They're 2 wide behind him. The 98 coming on. That's Sean McClarney. Backstretch, we've got 1 wadded up in the backstretch. Holy cow. Carter McMurray, lead him to green.
Another good restart for McMurray. I don't think Norman's going to be able to stay beside him as they work through 1 and 2, but he is going to clear everybody else to be able to fall in single file as they work back to 3 and 4.
Still 2 by 2 from row 2 on back. Eric Zay Hettinger sideways. The rest of the field having to check up Hettinger. He's got trouble. He's sideways right in front of the mid-pack, and we now have another Carolina Cat caution.
A little better restart that time with Norman, but still unable to stay beside McMurray as they come off of turn 2. Going to be single file up front. Caution out on the track. Hettinger spins it around here on the front stretch. One more time here. We'll see if Connor McMurray can keep things together here. One last great restart. We're going to find out. Here we go. Back to green. Another good restart. Norman stays side by side as they work into 1. Not going to be able to stay side by side as they come out of 2. They get together. Oh, no. Norman's into the wall. McMurray with another great restart is going to lead it back to the flag, but caution out again.
Zone one more time.
McClarney with a great restart this time. Going to stay side by side as they go into one. Can McMurray get out of there? No, McClarney's still going to have a fender alongside of him. McMurray clears going into one. A little bit of contact from McClarney. McMurray still holds on to the lead, and they come back to 1 and 2. McMurray opens up the gap about 2 car lengths, says he's not going to let anybody get this race from him. A little bit of contact there as they fight for second place. Ogburn into the back of McClarney. Where in the world did Eric Zay come from as he makes a move on the outside because he wants a podium finish tonight as he moves into 3rd place. White flag has been displayed. Everybody's coming back racing to the checker. Scott Herman with it in his hand. It's going to be Carter McMurray.